Hi everybody, Beatle Dave calling to you from Derby in the UK. Just a quick video, a bit of a catch up on the records that we got at the Derby Record Fair. Stay tuned because today I've gone and bought a load more from my mate Dave at BPM Records, but that's for a later video or a future video. So we'll start off with, I've cleaned all these and I've listened to most of them now so I can tell what they sound like. The Beatles 20 Golden Hits, a French pressing, released in 1979, and I was right, the contents on this are exactly the same as a German LP of the same name, but that has a different cover on it. And the nice thing about this one is all this here, all that writing that's in gold is actually raised. That's the track listing, and it's on a blue EMI Odeon label. Plays fantastic. To be honest, this didn't really need a clean, but I cleaned it anyway. If you can hear some things in the background, it's my phone playing up, so you know this is the third attempt at doing this one at the minute on my phone. Laptop's given up, my phone's just about given up. This one, I'm very sorry to say, is basically crap. I've cleaned it. In fact, I cleaned this 3 times and it still sounds as bad as if I hadn't cleaned it, which is a shame because there's some historic like recordings on here. You've got John Lennon singing Imagine, which was the last time he was ever on stage. You've got a couple of songs that were only ever done on the last American tour, well, 1965 American tour. You've got some outtakes of John doing Slipping and Sliding, Stand By Me, you know, from the Rock and Roll LP. You've got some other guy from the Cavern Club. Now you can actually listen to that one. You know, the sound quality still isn't any good. £20 I paid for that. 2 LP set. It's what things used to be, a good old bootleg. This one, by the way, was £8. I've looked on eBay today. They go anywhere between sort of like £10 to £20 for them. These are actually a bit more rarer than the German ones from what I can work out. That one, I wouldn't bother. Well, if you want to be a completist, you want everything, yes, by all means get it. Rock and Roll Music Volume 2. Again, this one didn't really need cleaning, but I've cleaned it. I paid £4 for this. And the daft thing is, this on its own will now go for more than the double album that this is from, if that makes sense. Some cracking versions of the songs on here. This is a later edition from 1989. So it's got a barcode. And it has a slightly different label. Like a more modern label. You can see that okay. Lovely sounding record though. To be honest, it is a really nice sounding record. And like I say, daft thing is, they go for more than the album that they were split from. It's just a shame I couldn't get Volume 2. I mean, I have got Volume 2, but not of these later ones. So I'm trying to go as quick as I can. Which will probably make me go slow in the long run, won't it? Got to learn to take my time. Yeah, £4. Some of these on eBay, and they want like £25 a piece for this version with a barcode on it and the later label design. With the Beatles, a later copy from around 1973 with a 2-box EMI silver and black parlophone. Again, this didn't really need cleaning. I've cleaned it. It sounds absolutely fantastic. £8. Daft thing is, sometimes these reissues from the 70s can go more than the original Beatles LPs. Mainly because they're not as worn out. The aforementioned Rock and Roll double album. John used to hate this cover, didn't he? In fact, didn't he offer Capitol once that he'd redo the cover himself? And they turned him down. I do actually think this is a case where Capitol sort of got it wrong, although at the time it was an okay album, I think. But I think what they should have done was done a Volume 2 and a Volume 1 and a Volume 2, which later did in 1980 in the UK. Because basically what's inside the gatefold of this has nothing to do with the Beatles, is it? It's more to do with Americana. That was £8. On eBay they go from £5 to £15, sometimes a little bit more, not very often. A 1971 US pressing of Magical Mystery Tour. This one's on Apple, and it's a Winchester press, so you've got like a diamond thing into it with a stick going through it, which, because of course they used to make the guns there. Played it, sounds absolutely fantastic. It's got the book with it as well. £10. I think they usually go for around the £20 to £30, so I've done okay with that. Stereo version. Now, is it true stereo or mock stereo? I don't know. I think it depends who you listen to. These are two that came in the week, so that's the Beatles 1962 to 66, and then I got the Beatles 1967 to 70. I actually forgot that I'd put a bid on these. This is how daft I am. I'd put a bid on and I went up to £10. That was for both of them, not each. And I actually won them for £7.50 or something for both of these albums. Cost me £7.50. Cleaned them up. Yes, they're not the best condition in the world. They're playable, listenable copies. So yeah, but I forgot that I'd put a bid on them. I'll learn one day, won't I? I'll learn one day. Then we've got this fantastic Kinks double album. I think this is from around 1989, 1990. Basically the Kinks' greatest hits from the 60s. Again, cleaned it, didn't really need cleaning. Sounds fantastic. One for you, PC31, the Vinyl Policeman. You want to look cute. If you haven't got this one, mate, you should get it. Some nice mixes or some nice sounding versions. Fantastic album. Quite rare now, to be honest. Then we've got The Crazy World of Arthur Brown. I paid £10 for this. That Kinks one was £18 for double album, which isn't too bad, is it? And this is simply called The Crazy World of Arthur Brown, which is the name of the band as well. And this is actually quite rare because it's co-produced by Pete Townsend, and it's on Track Records. I haven't played it all the way through, to be honest. I've just played like bits of it, and it's a very sort of hippie trippy sort of album. You know, it's a sort of album, if you like proper psychedelia music and things like that, and hippie trippy music, you'd love it. If you like sort of like poppy 60s stuff, you probably won't. I think it's alright though, to be honest. They usually go for quite a bit more than that, to be honest. Film soundtrack to Scandal. Some fantastic songs on this. Nearly all 60s stuff, apart from the opening title. Cleaned it, played it. Plays absolutely fantastic. Some brilliant tracks on it as well. And this was to a film. I don't know if you got this film in America, because it was a bit like a British affair where a call girl and a MP got caught in, well, doing naughty things really, and then she was accused of selling secrets to the Russians as well at the time. Whether she did or not, I don't know. Christine Keeler, her name was, and the MP was John Perfumo, I think. Great film though. If you ever get a chance to see it, it's a good film. True, it's based on the facts, I don't know. And then we've got this one, We Will Rock You, 30 Great Rockets. Unfortunately, I haven't played this, but it didn't need cleaning, but I've cleaned it. I'm looking forward to playing this, but I got sort of like held up today. I went into town to do something that should have took like an hour and ended up spending 3 hours buying records that I didn't really need. I will learn one day, won't I, folks? Just one quick other thing. On the other like records that we've already featured, that Small Faces Autumn Stone double LP on Immediate Records is actually quite rare. I paid £20 for that, and I thought it was worth up to about 50. On eBay yesterday, I couldn't find one for less than £100. The original UK Immediate pressing on the pink Immediate label. There's a few like repressings that were a bit less. There was actually one that was, they wanted 250 quid for it. Apparently it is quite a rare album, so I think I was extremely lucky to get that at the price. There's a German version which looks very similar, but it's got a slightly different catalogue number. But again, that still goes for around the £50 mark anyway. So I'm going to love you and leave you there. I'm sorry it's been a bit quick, but I've just done this and my phone switched itself off and it wiped it. So I'm hoping this hasn't done it this time. Stay tuned. You probably won't get a video now till next week, so I'm back at work tomorrow. I've got Sunday off, but I don't know what we're doing Sunday, so you might not get a video till like next week, like Thursday of next week. But then again, you have had a few videos this week anyway, haven't you? So peace, love and happiness to you all. Remember, you are the Beatle Dave, and I love you all. So till the next time, peace, love and happiness, and bye bye.